Everyone knows these paintings. Even people who've never set foot in a museum recognise them instantly. But why? There are millions of paintings in the world, thousands of technically perfect, beautiful works by master artists, but only a tiny handful become icons. What's the difference between a painting that hangs in a museum and is admired by art historians and a painting that becomes part of global culture? What transforms art into an icon? The answer isn't what you think. It's not just about being good. Some of the most iconic paintings weren't even famous when they were created. They became icons through accidents, scandals, and perfect storms of circumstances. Let me show you how it really works. The Mona Lisa. The most famous painting in the world. 8 million people visit it every year. But here's what most people don't know. Before 1911, it wasn't that famous. Sure, art historians knew it. It hung in the Louvre. It was considered a good Renaissance portrait. But outside the art world, most people had never heard of it. Then, on a Monday morning in August 1911, everything changed. Vincenzo Peruggia, an Italian handyman who'd worked at the Louvre, walked into the museum. He'd spent Sunday night hiding in a storage closet. At 7 a.m, when the museum was closed, he stepped out, lifted the Mona Lisa off the wall, removed it from its frame, wrapped it in a blanket, and walked out. He almost got caught when a door was locked, but a plumber, thinking he was just another worker, helpfully opened it for him. Peruggia caught the 7:47 a.m. train out of Paris. The painting was gone. Nobody even noticed for 24 hours. The next day, an artist came to paint a copy of the Mona Lisa. He set up his easel, looked at the wall, and the painting wasn't there. Guards thought it was being photographed. It took hours before anyone realised it had been stolen, and then the world went insane. Every major newspaper ran headlines. 60 detectives seek stolen Mona Lisa. France sealed its borders. Police searched trains, ships, every car leaving Paris. They even questioned Pablo Picasso. When the Louvre reopened, thousands of people came, not to see the painting, but to stare at the empty space where it used to hang. More people came to see the blank wall than had visited the actual painting the previous year. For 2 years, every newspaper article about the theft included a reproduction of the painting. Millions of people who'd never heard of the Mona Lisa suddenly saw her face everywhere. Peruggia kept it hidden in his Paris apartment for 28 months. Then, desperate to sell it, he contacted an art dealer in Florence. The dealer called the police. Peruggia was arrested. When the Mona Lisa was returned to the Louvre in 1914, 120,000 people came to see it in the first 2 days. It had left as a work of art. It returned as the world's first mass art icon. As one author wrote, the Mona Lisa had left the Louvre a work of art. She returned as public property. So what really makes a painting iconic? Let's break it down, because it's not just about the art itself. 1. Visual impact. It needs to be striking, instantly recognisable, something that sticks in your mind. The Mona Lisa's mysterious smile, Van Gogh's swirling stars, Munch's screaming figure. 2. Emotional power. Caravaggio's The Entombment of Christ. The weight of the body, the grief on their faces, the heaviness of the scene. It hits immediately, even if you don't know the biblical context. 3. Cultural meaning. They connect to something bigger. Leonardo's The Last Supper transcended its religious moment to become one of the most recognised cultural images in history, shaping how the world visualises a foundational story. 4. Reproduction. This is crucial. Icons are reproduced endlessly. Posters, t-shirts, memes, parodies. The more people see an image, the more iconic it becomes. It's a feedback loop. The painting gets attention, so it gets reproduced, so more people see it, so it gets more attention. Fame creates more fame. Van Gogh's Starry Night, one of the most reproduced paintings in history. Dorm room posters, coffee mugs, phone cases. It's everywhere. Those swirling, turbulent brushstrokes. The vibrant blues and yellows. The dreamlike quality. It's visually stunning in a way that photographs beautifully, but it also has romantic appeal. It's a night sky, stars, a quiet village, universal imagery. It feels mysterious and beautiful at the same time. Starry Night is iconic because it combines Stunning visuals plus universal imagery plus endless reproduction. So here's the formula for an iconic artwork. Start with excellence. Technical mastery matters. Michelangelo's David was instantly recognised as a masterpiece when it was unveiled in 1504. Add a dramatic story, a theft, a scandal, a controversy. Something that makes headlines and gets people talking. Get major exposure. Hang it in a world-famous museum. Tour it internationally. Make sure millions of people see it. Reproduce it endlessly. Posters, books, merchandise, memes. The more people see the image, the more iconic it becomes. Perfect timing. The right work at the right moment in history. Hokusai's The Great Wave emerged at the moment when Japan was opening to the world, and the image became a global icon of cross-cultural exchange. If you like this, subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching.